So Tiny Racers finally came out today, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. And it's not really that great. Now, instead of me being that guy that would go about and like, oh my god, this fucking shit, and I actually went ahead and like, hey, let's play it for a few rounds and see what I think, and then get the opinions of other people instead of having the constant backlash of saying it's fucking garbage, it's shit this, it's shit that, and it's awful and blah blah blah. There's no real arguments there. So what I did is I went on Twitter and I asked people, what exactly do you not like about it? And to my surprise, people actually got their shit together and gave a real opinion. It's crazy, I know, right? So basically the main issue I have personally with Tiny Racers, and a lot of people are agreeing with me on this one, is that it's very short. The rounds are relatively short. If you see with the gameplay, I'm pretty sure in this minute I've been talking, there are only like 3 rounds or something that has passed already. And because of that, it kind of really takes away the competitiveness, especially because Tiny Racers can be summarized very easily. If you're able to avoid the carnage at the start, being 3 players ramming into each other, you've won the round. Same thing that if another person crashes, you're done. You're not able to catch up. And because the rounds are so short, there's no way you can catch up, which is a huge shame. It completely takes away the competitiveness of what could have been a great mode. I really like the concept of Tiny Racers. I think it's a cool idea. However, the execution is a bit meh. My main issue again is that it's very short. There's no way to have an actual competitive match. It's just a matter of whoever manages survives the first crash the best. Even in mid-air you can crash into each other, and if you land wrong, you're done. So that's just my opinion. I figured, let's go ahead and see what people on Twitter are saying. So Roscoe says, with 4 people the rounds go by very quick, which is something that I've mentioned, but especially the 4 people bit I want to mention. I think that the way that they could have fixed this is, first of all, to have more people, because obviously that would, probably have worked out better, like maybe 6 or something, at least that. And don't have that out of area system, because that is kind of the main issue, I guess, with the game mode. If you were to go for like a lab kind of thing, or a destroy last place kind of vibe even, then there are a lot of ways where how you could have done this better. Bunny, being of course a very big racing fan as well, said the following: they opted for short tiny rounds over actual races. Was expecting 3 lap top down races, not 20-second start stop rounds. Yeah, I think this is one of the main issues with the whole game mode, is that there was a trailer released and it made it look like it was something completely different than it actually was, I guess you could say. Because when you're playing it, you were expecting like, lap races or anything like that, which was something that I was personally, expecting as well. Because I think the best way that they could have fixed this is basically to have 1 or 2 laps and then basically have a scoring kind of thing, rather than you have 1 life and good luck. Another thing that Eddie says is camera is too close and not static, almost impossible to recover, not even real racing can't predict your turns, which is another thing that's true. It's very difficult to predict when the turns are going to happen and how they are meant to be taken. Obviously you're driving in cars that are not that fast, so you're not having too much issues with trying to adjust to it. But if you're, for example, in like one of those 180 turns, then taking a corner in a specific way would crash you into the side, meaning that your car will flip over and you're unable to recover. And a lot of other people are basically saying the same thing as Bunny, is that they were more expecting to see some real racing rather than what it is right now. Maybe another thing they could have done is increase the time you have to catch up, maybe even 20 seconds. I know the rounds will last a little bit longer because of it, but it will get more competitive, because right now, like I said, it basically turns into whoever can survive the crash wins the race. And that's really it. It's a huge shame. It's unfortunate, because I was hoping that, it would have been more than it was now. I do like the idea behind it. I don't personally think I'm going to be playing it much more, but I don't want to be one of these guys that's just simply going to say there, like, oh my god, it's fucking shit, Rockstar, kill yourself. But yeah, hopefully they learned from it, and maybe next time, you know, with a similar mode like this, hell, maybe even with the same type of game mode where they just do top-down once again, but maybe then with guns or something, I don't know. Hopefully they'll, you know, not shy away from still trying to do some unique stuff, because the idea was cool, but again, the execution could have maybe been thought a little bit better, but that's okay, you know. Better luck next time. Aside from that, there's of course some good thing to wipe your tears with, which is of course that if you are gonna play GTA Online from today until Sunday, April 30th, you're eligible for $425,000 free money. So all you have to do basically is to simply log into GTA Online, walk into a circle, log off again, and then come back in May to receive your $425,000. Easiest money we'll ever make. And yes, you don't even have to play Tiny Races for it. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below, what you thought of Tiny Racers, and maybe even some positive feedback or how they could have improved the game mode. Hell, maybe even list of suggestions, maybe they'll try and improve it anyway. I hardly doubt it though, because most of the time whenever these adversary modes are released, they don't really change anything about them, which in my opinion is a bit of a shame. You know, if they could have done some rebalancing on a few adversary modes, they could have been a lot better, but you know, I'm not going to sit here and rant about adversary modes, because some of them are great, some of them are meh, some of them are okay, but that's, you know, that's just the way game modes go. Some people love it, some people don't. You can't please everyone. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching, and see you all later.